First, thank you so much for doing this interview with me. And can I say again, Happy New Year? This is amazing.
Well, Happy New Year to you too, Rudy.
I mean, I've always wanted to do this interview to talk about the Chinese New Year, the New Year, and to understand more about the the tradition behind this, because the celebrations are always great. They're so much fun. You always want to get involved. The food is amazing. So, and of course, in Toronto, there's going to be a lot of big events going on. So, I want to ask you first, sir, the the history and culture behind the Chinese New Year. Can you explain it to me first, please?
Well, basically, as you know, New Year is a year of renewal. Everyone who had a great year want a greater year this year. Anyone who had a bad year last year want to have a good year this year. So everybody's looking for a new start. That's why we have New Year resolution. It happens in every culture, not only in the Chinese culture, but a lot of cultures as well. And especially in the Chinese culture, because it's a long history of Chinese culture. And we celebrate Chinese New Year not only for one day, but we celebrate Chinese New Year for almost a week. So, and it is a time of the year for family gathering, for meeting friends, and looking for new opportunity for the coming year, especially this year, because the year of the rabbit is one of hope, longevity, and also everything away from what we have experienced in the last 3 years. We have not had a Chinese celebration in Chinatown for 3 years already. The last one we had was 2020. So this is 3 years running.
So Year of the Rabbit is something very, very important, especially for the times that we've gone through.
Yes, it is, because as you know, the Year of the Rabbit is one of hope, and hope is what every one of us require and need for this coming year. And after 3 years of pandemic, everyone is looking forward to a new start, and hopefully we will have a better year. And a lot of people have gone through a lot of hard time, including ourselves at the bar, the music that we have here in Grossman's.
Absolutely. You know, one of the things I also look forward to too in the newspaper is the Chinese horoscope, New Year horoscope. I always look forward to that. And the reason why is because for me, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm on top of the heap. I'm a dragon. So because I was born in 1964. So I'm a dragon. So
okay.
How does that all work?
Well, I think according to the Chinese zodiac, the ranking of animal, there's a storyline to it, but somehow the rat is the first one. And then, the rat is the first one. I believe so.
I thought dragon would have been number one.
No, the dragon is fifth under following the rabbit. Your year is next year.
Oh my goodness, you just tore me. Oh, I'm having a heart attack. Okay, I'm really getting a lesson here. I always thought dragon was number one, but yeah, please explain how it works.
No, the rat is the one that actually jump on top of the ox and ride with the whole ox, and then they jump off to the finish line at the finish line. So the rat becomes the number one. Then it's the ox, and then it's the tiger, then it's the rabbit, then is the dragon, which is next year. Yes. But I think if you come to our celebration in Chinatown, you will hear firsthand from a person expert in explaining to you the meaning of the zodiacs and all these years of, rabbit, dragon, and so forth.
Okay, well, I just got a lesson today, so I'm number 5. Oh my goodness! But I still love being a dragon, though. So I love that.
Of course.
So you talked about celebrations. There's going to be a lot of celebrations. What are some of the celebrations that are going to be happening throughout the week?
Well, for one thing, the year before New Year, which is New Year's Eve, that is traditionally family gathering for dinner. It's called a year of end of the year dinner and the start of a new year. So that's very important. Just like for the other cultures, like Thanksgiving dinner and like New Year's Eve dinner as well. So first of all, we meet with family and friends for dinner, which is New Year's Eve, the gathering of the family. As you know, the family that eats together stay together, right? So therefore, that is the first start. Then we go on to in some Asian country right now, because they have a warmer climax. So they have flower display of night market and firecrackers and stuff like that. But we're not allowed to have firecrackers here, I don't believe. So we have mahjong. So in Chinatown Center, we're gonna have mahjong competition. So we're gonna have a lot of crackling noise of those mahjong bricks. So it's simulating the firecracker. And also, we will get together with a large crowd of people in events like such as the one we have in Chinatown Center and Dragon City. Is to have song, dance, calligraphy, explanation of the zodiac, painting, New Year cooking as well, the kind of food that you cook. You have some very nice name to it. You know, like we make mushroom with meat mixed together, call it, because it's shaped as a coin. So we call that the whole ground is full of money dish. So things like that. And we also have fashion show, which is the Chinese Kipao. Kipao is the nicest looking lady, kind of long dress. And you require really nice shape, you know, to fit into one of those nice costumes of qipao, they call it. And that's another show that we should really come out to look for in Chinatown Center. And also we have mahjong competition, the one that win all the chips at the end of the day will become the mahjong king. So that alone is good because, as you know, Chinese people like to get together in New Year to have mahjong or some kind of a game of chance to win to start off the new year. Yeah. And then other than that, we just gather for dinner with friends and family and visit all our friends and hand out lucky red pockets. And then
can you explain? And I was just going to ask about that. Can you explain that, please? Because that's something very important.
Well, lucky red pocket is really a gesture. You know, you don't want to go to a family gathering or visiting a friend empty-handed. There's a joke in Chinese. They say, well, what do you bring to your friends? Oh, I brought him a bunch of bananas. What is that? Yeah, this is a bunch of bananas. See my hand like this. Anyway, so the red pocket is a wish of good luck and encouraging more rich to come to our life and more prosperity. That's what it is. And usually it's giving from the elder to the younger generation. And from married couple to a single person. Not single person to anyone, but married couple usually would have to do that.
It sounds like this is going to be so much fun, and I've learned so much in just a short time. I want to say thank you so much for this interview. And before we go, is there anything that you want to say to folks in Chinese in celebrating the new year?
Well, Cantonese will 恭喜發財 and Mandarin will 恭喜發財. Good luck, everyone. Thank you, Rudy. It was a pleasure in meeting with you.